Kohzee, comfy.
Saturday morning with my cartoon.
So cozy.
Time of God, she's fed and snoozed.
Say cozy.
Got 3 days till my rental's due.
So comfy.
Left my homework at school. Alright, PJs, check.
So cozy.
Mixing bowl of cereal, check.
Say cozy.
Toy commercial absorption memories, check.
So comfy.
Alright, boys, here we go.
16 bits of have mercy, y'all.
And welcome back to St. Kohzee's Center for Comfy Nostalgia. As always, I'm joined by Kevy the Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got something in my eye.
Get away from me.
Mr. Sloppy Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm Bear. Morning everyone in the chat. Today we've got the trio, the three-piece, a full broadcast, if you will. Slop will be starting us off with Doom 64. Alucard told us he'd like us to play that, and why not? Doom 64, hell yeah. In the middle, we're going to talk about 90s summers. Sometimes when we have a segment and we make it very broad and we don't talk about what we're going to do beforehand, it ends up being quite interesting. So most of the show is fully improvised for your listening pleasure. And to close this out today, Kevy is going to play Judge Dredd in honor of the U.S. Supreme Court 72 decision to strike down the death penalty.
Well, we all know there's only one true law in this land. Sylvester Stallone.
Oh.
I am the law.
He classically became the law. That's the premise of the movie.
Stallone
Exactly.
v. the people. He became the law.
Embodied. Yeah. Well, I've had if some of us that have been with each other since the beginning, which is basically just the three of us, because even our early supporters like Roe and Dwayne have left the flock. But we did do a very special episode in our 25th broadcast, which was We Lived a Week in the 90s, where we had reverted back to only tech that was available in the 90s. A very interesting experience. I learned a lot about myself. But this week, and this weekend really, I have also time traveled back to the 90s because head lice have taken over our home, and I haven't experienced that since I was a kid in the 90s. And so my young daughter, old people and little kids, they do this thing where they're like, oh, they're so cute and they're harmless and they're innocent, but then they carry all kind of vile diseases and pestilence. And so, yeah, I've been re-exposed to, the treatments and things like that. When I was a kid, this is what I wanted to ask you guys ultimately. I'm assuming both of you had head lice at some point in the 90s.
Oh, yeah. Multiple times.
Yeah. Kev was a carrier. Kev was patient zero very often. Which I found it's interesting because apparently they don't normally like heads that are unkempt and
Greasy.
greasy. Yeah, there you go. They want a dry environment. So I don't know how Kev was.
Greasy. Famously greasy.
Yeah.
I don't take the pillow cover off my pillow because it is a brown mess.
Wow. There you go. Some inside baseball there. But I remember when I got the treatment, I thought it had a smell to it. But whatever we did, it was basically just mineral oil.
Really?
Was there a smell to the 90s lice treatments, or am I misremembering?
Red came with a little comb that you...
I didn't do it on myself. I think I only had it twice as a kid, maybe 3 times. But Mom did it, of course, for us.
I
Honey,
had.
you got head lice? That's unfortunate.
Ooh. Yeah.
I don't have that chat. Who's got headlines?
Oh, Tanya. Tanya said she had head lice, and if you know her, that's
Oh, that's a different. Muy
insult to
difícil.
injury. What were you saying, Slop? Sorry.
Oh no. We had it was a shampoo. I remember some kind of special shampoo, and of course the super fine comb. That's all I
Riff.
really remember. Yeah. I mean, my
Well,
hair
the dumbest
was.
thing was. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
My hair was mostly short, so I don't know at what point they can get in there, and you don't really know until someone goes. They pull you. You have enough to do the reveal of you do the little part.
reveal.
Yeah,
Where did you get lice at?
exactly.
Yeah, this some of you may know this. You boys do. This is the first time I've ever had my hair long, and so I only had one. I had what's the plural of lice? What's the singular of lice? I had lie.
Exercise.
I had lie, one single lie in my hair, which is enough to do the full treatment, of course, apparently. So, but unfortunately, the little one, she had a mild infestation.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Did you have to
There you
go
go.
in with the flame yet?
Ripley. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get why girls don't want to shave their head, but why the hell did they put that horrific chemical, whatever it was, on our scalp to kill everything instead of just shaving our head? Done. Why didn't they shave my head?
I don't know, because
And
you were
multiple times I had
beautiful.
shaved head when I was a kid. I got a
Yeah.
good skull.
Both you and I, once we became young men, we just buzz cut. Slop's been doing that forever. It is like the power move. It's so easy.
Yeah.
So wonderful. So wonderful. My wife won't let me do it because she doesn't want the beard and then a shaved head because she thinks I look like a crazy person. So I'm going to shave my head.
You're
and keep
halfway
a
there.
mustache.
Yeah, you do become kind of bottom heavy with that. If it feel you're like kind of reverse head shape, it's like, oh, I don't. It's weird to look at
Well,
sometimes.
and plus,
I get
Kev, you've got such a cool look. I mean, with the contrast, the day and night there on your head, it's incredible that it grows in that way. That's not just for men. That's just for Kev right there.
Just-
Yeah, I just dye my beard.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
It kind of does. It's such a defining line. There's a demarcation
Yeah.
down there. Yeah. Incredible.
Yeah, we're gonna find out that Kev goes to a very expensive salon to attain this look, this I don't care look.
Long hair, don't care. Well, shall we Doom 64?
Oh
We shall.
man, let's show.
Oh, I guess Andrew was an only child. I never thought about experiences as an only child.
Then your whole family still has to do it.
It is segregation on my head and my face.
It's
Segregated.
true that Andrew is an only child, technically, but I know he grew up with his cousins and a few other friends that were like, they were all treated like siblings. I'm pretty sure that's correct. All right.
Getting the audio set.
Wow, I see. This is we didn't have Doom 64, but I see that Bethesda.net is a destination right there on the home screen. So very interesting.
Well, this brings up a point. I'm cheating a little bit. I'm playing this through Steam. This is a re-release version, so no, you would not have the online
Okay.
component.
Yeah, I guess did they ever try to do any kind of 64 net? Was there anything that ever existed?
I don't think so.
Online, no, I don't recall.
I don't think so. I'm really surprised we didn't have this game.
Me too.
We never played
This was-
Doom as kids, ever.
The only first-person shooters we had is we would steal and borrow somebody else's GoldenEye when they got tired of it, and we had Turok.
Benton's GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Turok. I mean, we had Wolfenstein and Duke
On the
Nukem.
computer, yeah.
Yeah, so we're very familiar with the boomer shooter, but I don't know why we never had this.
Yeah, that kind of is very surprising to hear that you guys had a PC and for a long time and never had Doom. So ubiquitous.
It might have. I have no knowledge of this, but it might have been because of the devil aspect. But you're killing demons, so maybe we go
Right.
the opposite route.
That was always the justification I heard kids use of like, but we're killing demons, we're good guys. Oh well, if you're doing the Lord's work, then
Doing it for the Lord.
I think it just has more to do with our parents didn't buy very many video games. Most of those games came from Ro or Danny or one of our uncles or somebody else.
Great.
Turn that up just a little bit.
How are you playing this technically? What are you holding?
I'm using my 8-bit do.
Okay. And so you've got like, are you using just a left stick as the middle stick?
Left stick
Or
is
the right stick as in...
forward, back, and turning. Let me confirm it. No, it's strafing. Left and right strafe, and right stick is
I got
left
you.
and right view.
So your left stick is basically like a D-pad, and your right stick is like the middle stick on it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's how it would have been on the 64. I assume the D-pad is your back forth strafe, and then your weird middle joystick is... Whoa, what happened?
Got the little
circle.
going to the berserk. Jamaica me berserk. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. There we go.
Punching walls? Oh, there you go.
Where is it?
Mega armor.
Where is it?
Yeah, blast him.
I'm guessing since Alucard requested this, he played this game a lot. What? Why are the guys in the prison cells shooting you?
It's a little sexy too. Put them in the little cages and just have them march around.
Missed
in
a
there.
room. Alucard's saying you missed a room.
Oh, I'm sure I will. I'm sure I'm going to miss a lot.
That might be frustrating just since he probably did play this a bunch. This is the most important secret, bro. Sorry, I suck. I'm assuming this remaster also looks better because this looks pretty dang good. It's also widescreen as well.
Right. It's widescreen. They have up-resed it, but tried to maintain, of course, as much of it, the original aesthetic. Thank you.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Map
Very snappy.
is...
Ooh, nice.
For the
Love
map,
that.
they added, your texture, and then you can also switch back to standard, the
Is that how it
old
would've been
style.
originally?
Yeah.
Okay. Andrew's asking if you can jump. I don't think you can ever jump in these games.
No, you have to use your speed, and you can run across certain gaps because you're moving so fast.
It's cartoon rules. As long as you're moving fast, you can just keep running over it.
Meet. Yeah. Might as well jump.
Come on. Jump! You can get stuck on walls. That's not any different than original Doom 2. You could kind of get stuck on things. But you certainly develop the flow after like just a level or two. Yeah.
I feel like all these games, the whole thing is just you just run along the walls and hit open until you find a secret area. Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
True. Double chainsaw. Double chainsaw.
The sound is a little funky though when you
Yeah.
Ugh.
Let's see if we can get into some meat here.
not very intimidating sound there.
Going around in circles. Okay.
Jumping is now recommended. It could soft lock you because there's a mod that allows you to do it. Okay. Good
you go.
info.
UAC. What's UAC?
United Aerospace Corporation? Oh.
United Association of... Oh.
Okay. Yeah, don't look like I'm missing any switches or anything here. Any secret walls up here. Whoa.
Can you see the secret wall on your map?
Some of them will have the yellow line like that, and it can denote that it's a secret wall.
Yeah, Alucard says there's a secret room at the beginning wall. Click the wall.
Oh, right. Oh, let me get back to
Shooting, punching, pistoling.
Pistolin. Here we go. Yeah, another
Pistola.
berserk at the beginning.
Circle.
And I believe it operates the same way as original Doom, which is once you get the berserk pack, it does last the entire level, even though like the red effect goes away. You still like you can turn zombies and stuff into goo with a punch.
It's not timed? It's just forever?
For this level.
Oh.
Once you finish this map, then it goes away and you have to find another one.
Looks like you done killed everyone.
I believe to have. Now I'm just trying to get to Switch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah!
And
Got
a
a big
lot of-
head.
Well, that's a cool sound.
A snarl.
Yeah, a little snarl there.
He's not snarling, he's sneezing.
Good quote.
2.8
Jeff.
years.
Okay, we got this open. Here we go. Here we go.
Whoa.
Yeah. Potions
Drink all
and
them
shit.
potions.
They're using the Doom style or the Duke Nukem security cam.
CCTV.
Chicken, baby.
More shotgun.
Oh my god.
Nice.
You seem to be cruising through this pretty well. I mean, that is the first level, so getting to know your phase.
Right. And, you know, I'm not going Hamilton on the difficulty either. So we can maybe see more of the game. Okay.
Dang. Oh, you only missed one room.
Okay, it's a password system with letters.
Damn letters.
I know,
What
right?
are they doing? Are they dancing? Just
Yeah,
doing
it's little,
Showing that little back end for you.
hang out by the bar, put out the vibes.
Okay.
I would have sworn that was lava.
Oh, right here?
Where's lava?
Oh, it's just got lighting effects, which they do like
Yeah,
to
it's
show
already
off, like
dancing.
right here.
What the f-
Oh. Oh, okay, I mean, come on, right? We know what's about to happen.
Oh my.
yeah.
Line them up. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Box of bullets. Trippy.
Okay. I am maxed
Great,
out.
man.
You're full up. Yeah, full up on everything. Guy just trying to hide in the corner, take a little break.
All right, make sure what's over here. Gotta have the blue key in the blue room.
Wait, so there's a portal from hell that opens up in space?
Yeah, you nailed it. Actually, that's the entire plot.
Oh,
of
okay.
Doom, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, give me my light amplification.
That looked like a regular guy, though.
Yeah, regular dead guy.
Hey. First one takes place. Second one is on Earth. Welcome to Earth.
Yep.
What are you doing?
So I know they've been coming out with a bunch of new ones that people really like.
The new ones are also very good.
I got played one of them. Eternal? Was that one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got blue key.
It is incredibly fast paced.
Yeah. No, I don't have blue key. I ran over
I need to
something.
look
that
into the
looked like-
lure of this Doom.
It's careful. It gets crazy now with the new ones. It's the same guy through all of the games. It's the same guy.
Is it one of those things like Warhammer 40K or whatever where you're like, I'm just going to look into this a little bit? It's like, nope, there's 37 books about it.
Ooh.
Stupid. Don't you step into my squish room?
Go.
It doesn't do that much damage.
Do I just have to hit all four of them? Oh.
Doom 3 is a separate universe, so you travel through universe. So we're in the multiverse. What is that, Spider-Man thing?
Yeah, multiverse.
This is part of Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, this is a Spider-Man game.
Oh, cool.
That's what we're dropping here today.
I mean, there's a universe where this is a Spider-Man game, sure.
Oh, Doom 3 is a different guy.
Ah, that makes sense. It's very different from the rest of the games in the series.
So that has to be a door.
Oh, well, pick up some rockets.
Do you have a rocket launcher? Maybe.
Not yet. Not yet. There's a little room back here, it looks like.
You brave.
Oh, a little teleporter. Just takes me back over here.
This takes me back.
Something on the floor over there. What was that? Oh,
Shadows.
shadows.
Shit.
Oh, God!
All right.
Mama!
What?
Trying to teach you something.
Yeah, don't get
guess
squished on. Let's see.
We need some
There's-
hoof.
So there like a. It looks like there's a hole right there. If you.
Yeah. That's what the light is for. Yes, good call.
Ah.
Huh?
Like an unnecessary, dangerous room to have in your facility.
You know, give the demons something to do. Hey, we were on it.
It's the dummy crusher. We put all the new hires through it. Can't make it. We don't want you working here. Good. Hey, good point. Please. Hey. Ah!
Oh, come on.
Wait. Is
You gotta go back through it?
I guess so. I was hoping maybe there was a way you could skip it, but damn. About to get my Scrumtron. Okay.
Am I saying a lot of Will Smith quotes, Andrew? I know I did Welcome to Earth.
Come on!
There you go. Blast.
Okay.
Definitely need some help now.
I hope I drop. Please don't fall.
Yeah, Andrew, I like to think that the engineer and the architect ought to get in to design this giant crushing room. Oh, he's see-through. Oh, baby, you low on health.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not sneezing. He's snarling. Yeah, you're right. That is from Will Smith.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. Needed that, mama.
Here we go. We'll take that off your hands.
What the?
They love the crushing mechanic in this
Yeah,
one.
you sure do. I'm going to guess that's instant death.
Yeah, that's pretty substantial there.
Yeah, this is
Breaking a hole in the...
Oh, it is breaking a hole. That's
Dungeon
cool.
drop.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Literally.
Okay.
So the Doom Gas shotgun has always been a big deal, right? That seems to be...
The double barrel? Yeah.
That's the one I was thinking of, because this is just a regular pump.
Yeah.
The shotgun.
Ah.
So is the shotgun different than...
Yeah. The double barrel is... It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's considered
just
the
said you
best
got
double.
the shotgun.
Said you got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I can't remember if the double barrel's in this one. It may just be the shotgun.
Oh, every time you go over shotgun, it says you got the shotgun. Okay.
A lot of shotguns in here.
You can get
okay.
enemies to fight each other. Infighting is
Nice.
something you have to utilize at higher difficulties because you don't have enough ammo to fight
You know to
everything.
fight each other.
if they just shoot each other with projectiles, if you just make them crossfire a
Line 'em
lot,
up.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they'll start.
You get
tearing
caught
each-
up in the. You have to sing the Crossfire theme though. That's how they do it.
Yeah, bewitches them.
Interactive.
Okay, it's just on now. Where?
Ambient OST. What's OST?
Original soundtrack,
Oh.
and it's pronounced Ost. No, Ost.
You've not checked out the Ost? Oh, it's this teleporter. Durr. Durr.
Morning, Gmaw.
Morning, Gmaw. What'd that do?
It did something.
What'd that button do?
Here we go.
There you go.
Got all the cards.
I'm
now.
assuming, yeah, that's got to be all of them, right?
Yeah, just the
Primary
three.
colors engaged.
They're teasing
Got
all these rockets. Got all these rockets, and you don't know how to kill the demons?
I'm ready.
Was that a stretch for a swingers quote?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. Oh, I gotta bring up my stuff from my.
Oh, I'm going backwards now. Weird. Okay.
You'll get caught up in luck. God dang it. Crossfire!
House fire.
House fire!
All right, yeah. Yellow door is way back at the beginning. That's right. Here we go.
Why you no pick up armor?
You don't need it.
Okay.
We don't need no water.
I feel like those are just gonna crush me, right? Feels like that's what they want to do. Oh, that's the exit.
Oh.
Probably on higher difficulties, there are enemies in there.
Yeah.
Secrets percentage. Brrr. I was always pretty terrible at finding all the secrets in Doom games.
What?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, the dancer.
That makes sense, Alucard. I would have thought the same thing as a 90s kid. It's already bleeding.
There we go.
Yeah, baby.
Gun.
Come on, little guy.
So it shoots 2 shells and then click reload.
Yeah. Well.
No animation for it, huh?
Yeah, pretty limited on the animation frames for the guns. Uh-oh.
Oh. Here you go. Another crushing room.
Get crushed. Y'all trying to trick me.
Yeah, they are. Like, just walk right over here.
Just go on top of it. No problem. I guess.
Why wouldn't you?
Everything's a
It's
trick. Oh, see,
a
like this
trap.
wall.
2. Partial invisibility.
Hey, I wasn't a trick. I love you.
They love you.
Give you all the tools.
Well, so now you can get right up on them.
All right, I think we've done our duty in that round.
Got you boys in a little crossfire. Ugh.
Gooey.
Okay.
So those little boogers take 4 shots, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Meow.
Okay. What is this gonna? Here we go. It's more ammo, more bullets.
What's the bullets?
It's a boo dance.
What are y'all?
What are y'all thinking?
There we go.
Ooh, what's that guy? Dead.
Kind of Hellraiser.
Your lost soul. Real big pain in the butt. Now. Ooh. Don't mind if I do.
How the hell do you get out of here?
I gotta take this little tiny step. Yeah.
Yeah, ain't no way you're getting up there.
Meatballs.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm noticing the soundtrack now. The score, it's good. Definitely fits the vibe.
Yeah, I know that people were losing their mind over the new ones because they're like super get you into it.
Yeah.
What the hell does a backpack do?
It doubles your ammo capacity.
Double kill.
But just once.
Probably important for things like the chain gun or the minigun.
Okay. Getting lost. Where? Yellow door.
Do they really want you to try? No. Yeah, no way.
No, yeah, I have the yellow key now. I just forgot where the door is at. Disa way? No, I went through there. No, this is start.
Thank God they give you a map. I got no idea where you're at.
Yeah. Is it? No, that's where I came from. Uh-oh, somebody's around.
Somebody back. That
Get
way.
outta
With
here.
all the enemies. Yeah, there's a railgun there. You found a secret area. You don't want that little guy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, mama.
Oh, here we go.
Don't like get the. Ugh. Why is it so bright?
So we're invincible.
Yeah, but I can't see anything.
Kev, you can't have it
crusher
all.
room. I want to be able to see. Like
Yes.
that. That's what I live for.
Demon slaying.
Get all the bloop bloops, bloop bloop. Nope.
Hip hop. Hip hop.
Keep bloop anonymous. Red card. Does this crush me?
Probably.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well.
Got to get ready to run, you know?
Oh.
Oh, Andrew said there's a plasma rifle in here too.
That sounds fun.
Ah, I saw that.
Pew pew. Yeah.
Oh,
What the? Oh, it's timed.
yeah. Well,
Maybe you have to hit both of them?
yeah, I saw a door, like a wall that was open when I came back from one of these rooms, but now I don't see it. Okay. I can't go that way. What am I? Just go.
Need some keys.
Oh.
There's
there
your
you go.
keys. Sounds like some enemies in there too. Now we move. Yes, sir. Oh, that's it. Wow. Okay. I'm
Flying
surprised.
through this. It's easy as shit.
No problem.
Game's nothing for Joe.
On the easiest difficulty, no problem. I hear you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Feel satisfying.
blow it up.
Oh, we in the big nays now. Oh, I gotta back out. I gotta get hit like a bunch of switches in here, I believe. We'll save that. Hey now.
Hey now.
You can't aim up or down, so you just shoot where they are, even if they're way above.
Yeah, it automatically adjusts the elevation.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Bit of the ultra violence out of the card.
Oh, and then they give you a If you don't have the super shotgun yet, they give it to you right here. Okay, well, through the maze we go. Just always go to the left or to the right. You'll eventually get there. I know you.
Nice.
Now,
Cool snarl.
Follow the snarl. Just follow your nose. Okay, here they
behind
go.
me.
There's a gun in there.
Oh, and behind you too. There you go. Blast. One more. Down low.
Too slow.
Too slow. Oh, he can't go upstairs?
He can. He was just being a little stuck on
Weird
something.
kind of
Hung up.
How are you?
Teasing you.
I already have it. It's a chain gun. I already have it.
How I cut the.
I do want it though. Give it here. Yeah. So these. Oh, I've got to shoot this switch. You can shoot switches, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And.
That did nothing. Oh,
There he is.
we haven't seen a boss yet.
Not. Yeah. There are some bosses, but they're not that many in Doom games. It's more like the hardest things you're going to run into are typically the way they arrange some of the rooms with particular enemies, but that's what makes Doom so popular is you take these handful of enemy types and they all do work a particular way and it can get crazy.
Crazy, bro.
It's so crazy, dude. You played that crazy, Doom?
Cyber demon.
Cyber.
Those are the names for everything.
Okay. What else opened? Ow. Looped back around here. So I have the please game blue key. There we go.
Yeah, those are definitely going to crush you.
Oh. Yeah.
The enemies that shoot, I can't tell if when you're shooting them, does it stun lock them? Like they're not allowed to shoot you if you're actively shooting them?
Yeah. Most
Seems like that's
enemies,
the
yeah,
case,
if you
yeah.
the chain gun is perfect for that kind of suppression. Now,
Or oppression?
That did something.
It did. Oh. Took the other ones away. Oh. It's rushing you.
there's a of course.
Okay, those got to be.
boy.
Those are the highest enemy we've seen then, huh? These fellas? Oh.
If you got a rear rocket launcher,
Yeah, the fire rate of the rocket launcher is much faster than I anticipated.
that barrel took a ton of your health.
Yeah, explosions
There's some health.
are no bueno. Ooh. Oh boy.
I heard something. Somebody's mad.
Who's talking all that mess? Gonna get slapped up. Alright. Just zooming. Where does this... Oh, that takes me... Ah, memory of a goldfish.
Yeah, definitely stun locked.
Alright.
Nice.
Alex starts playing it while watching it. Inception.
Yeah, Doomception.
Is that our stop, or are you gonna go for one more stop?
Here's where I start to forget the stages. So maybe this is a good point. It might take us a little too long to get through this next one.
All right. Well, Alucard, you keep playing for us, and we're gonna move on to our segment for today.
Yeah.
Now, Slop, is it possible that you push the footage that you're streaming out for? Okay, support, if you will.
Yeah.
Some support. So we had discussed 90 summers as our segment for today. Again, that's a very broad topic. We've talked a lot about summer just in the past, favorite treats, all kinds of other summer activities, vacations. I think there was a few more. But we left it really broad, just whatever, when you think of 90 summer as a kid, what bubbled up? That's basically what we're doing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Burn?
You know what I mean, Burn?
Do you
Kev, are you good to start?
Sure, yeah.
That'd be great. All right.
Let me pull up my little.
Just a sec, because Slop's doing all the programming back end.
Hurry now.
Yeah. Which one is it? This one.
Sweet. All right. Here we go now.
Turn off that one.
Here we go now.
Did all this backwards, of course. That's all right.
Said all that to say all this. I've been watching the way you've been watching my mess.
Oh, no. Please.
Flop sweat going already.
Slop sweat?
A slop sweat.
Well, maybe we could just talk about 90s summer, Kev. Did you have like an overall vibe when you were, I don't know what's your process? Did you reflect? Did you go, 90s summer, what? And then just whatever bubbled up is what you went with, or what'd you do?
Yeah, I basically went with the first two things that popped in my head and just ran with those.
Okay, good call. Drinking out of a water hose? No. Sweating my ass off.
Eating cheese.
Indeed.
All right.
Yeah, we did eat a lot of cheese, single craft sliced cheeses. So the first thing that popped into my head was summer camps. So I know, Barry, you went to some, but I seem to go every single year. And the thing about our summer camps we went to is they were Jesus camps.
Oh yeah.
Now they were still a lot of fun. You had to go to church every day and night, but the rest of the time they let you do whatever you wanted to.
Oh yeah, I guess that's kind of true.
So I remember having a lot of fun, and it was the days where basically mom or dad, probably mom, wanted me to call home once. So you'd run down to the one payphone at Trinity Pines. You'd make a collect call so that they knew you were still alive and that you were happy. And the whole time you're thinking like, they're like, what are you guys doing? Like, we're playing. Well, what else did y'all do? We talked to Jesus. Well, what else did y'all do? Like, I gotta go.
Oh, we played with Jesus. Bye. There's this kid named Jesus. He's here this summer.
You can go to the other picture slop. There's not many of these. They're just really for a little bit of a visual aid. Just a few camp movies that popped in my head.
Ernest was at camp with us.
Oh my god! Go to the last picture. I think it's just 3. No, that's heavyweights. So that one, backup one. That one is from Trinity Pines where we went to, and it's really cool and it's really pretty. We would have church out here sometimes if the weather was nice enough. But we would also go back at night. And then it's pitch black out there, and this is absolutely terrifying in the middle of the night. And we would go out there to scare each other and to like play hide and seek and stuff. And it felt like you're in some sort of horror movie out there. It was great. It was absolutely wonderful. So I don't know. That was pretty much it for summer camp.
Well, let's dive in, because I think what happened is there's a Venn diagram issue. I went to all the camps, Kev. It's just that by the time I exited kids camp, I went to the teen camp, and so there was only a few years where we were both in camp together at Trinity Pines at the same time, because they separated out the kids from the teens. And when you were at kids camp, for our church at least, you went to Trinity Pines. That's it. That's all I remember there being.
Yeah.
But you also, once you were first able to be in the teen camp, you went to that Discovery camp, right? You remember that one?
I was trying to think of the name of it because I'm sure there's pictures of it online. I was trying to think of Discovery Camp, but the Discovery Camp was weird. I didn't like Discovery Camp. It was a weird place. And I remember there was it was a meeting of a whole bunch of churches, where at Trinity Pines it was just us.
Just us.
The Discovery had, I don't know, 30, 40 different churches there.
It was weird. Like I said,
that's
the best way to put it. It was weird.
A bunch of sects of Christianity. And I remember us standing there, and Doug Quinones is there, who just passed. Rest peacefully, Doug. And the lady up on top, and there's a huge auditorium. I don't know, 600 kids in there. And the lady up top starts, okay, and now we're just going to speak in tongues. And all the kids started doing it, and our little church was like, what is happening? And Doug was like, all right, everybody, let's go. And wrap it
up here. We're going to judge these people.
And then took us outside, and we had our own little thing. And we had never heard about tongues. We didn't know anything about tongues. He was explaining to us what speaking in tongues was, which pretty much put me off of a lot of things in religion for a long time, because it was terrifying to me. Like, who are these people talking to? Well, they're talking to Jesus. Well, speak English. Jesus speaks English, I'm pretty sure.
My Jesus speaks English.
The Bible's in English.
Yeah.
My Jesus speaks English.
Red letters, all in English. No. So yeah, that's we're off like kind of on a tangent of a tangent, but that's fine. So what I remember about Trinity Pines, that was the home base camp. So we went there mostly, and that included all the kids camps and a few of the teen camps. And interestingly enough, as adults, Kevin and I visit that place regularly, or at least the backside of that place. Because our parents have a little spot there in Lake Livingston, which is just adjacent to the camp. The properties back up to each other, which is really interesting to know. Because as a kid, I didn't really know where we were going. By the way, I got this angelic lighting on the sun is now bouncing off of my desk. Yes. Anyway, so I did as a kid, like, I don't know, there was no phones, no GPS. I had no idea where the hell I was. We just hopped on a nasty old school bus, and a few hours later, we were in somewhere else. So I didn't know where that was, but I definitely remember playing at night in Trinity Pines. It was really fun, just running in the woods, playing hide and go seek. All that stuff was really, really fun. I liked that a lot. I also, of course, liked, I guess I didn't really like the food. I just liked the fact that I could get all that I wanted and get my fill of it. So, again, Kevin and I had a pretty restricted diet as kids. So I could go and get like 4 bowls of cereal and then go through the breakfast line and get eggs and sausage and just load up, man. Mm-hmm. I have, again, some people know this, I have a voracious appetite, especially as a child. But when we became teens at Trinity Pines, it was still a lot of fun. We played football, and, it was really, really cool. The Discover Camp, I also had the same experience as you, Kev. That's the last one I went to. And I remember being in that auditorium with all those kids, and they were doing other charismatic things, not just the speaking in tongues, but just generally kind of like performative Christianity, I guess, or some performative spirituality, maybe, just broadly speaking. And I just remember at a few points, like looking around and noticing this phenomenon, and then being interested in what was going on, like human to human psychologically. But it definitely changed my perspective of people. And it started the process of like questioning what's really going on here. Eventually, like my interest in just science, like this is a phenomena that has an emergence, and like it seems like it's tethered to something, and there's like a whole scientific endeavor about like these kinds of spiritual experiences and how they happen, and group experiences. Like when you get a group of human beings together and they are disgruntled in any way, shape, or form, so like we see this with protests all the time, like you're guaranteed to have some modicum of violence take place. It's just going to happen. That's just what humans do when they get together and they're disgruntled. Eventually, something pops off. Even if it's like we're all going to be peaceful, like nope. If there's an air of disgruntled, like somebody's gonna spark it off. That's what we do. That's just what we do. So I'm with you, Kev. Those are really interesting experiences for me, and I think it also just like kind of pushed me into wondering like about humans. I almost felt like I was an outsider in that world. Like, am I a part of this? No, I'm not. So like I'm an observer. It like pulled me out of myself, and it was like third person noticing what's going on. But pretty cool. Did you ever go to a summer camp, Slop?
No.
Nope.
Wow. Yeah. Man, you missed out because it's a weird experience at worst and a fun experience at best.
Yeah, I've seen enough movies and heard enough stories that it's like, yeah, you get to roll of the dice. Like, well, had I gone, maybe it would have been the best. Maybe it would have been the worst.
Okay. Yeah, it was definitely interesting. And the difference between kids camp and teens camp is there's a real switch once puberty hits. It was no longer about Jesus or playing with friends. It was I'm gonna try to get me a little something. I got a week. We gotta hurry this up. I gotta find me a camp girl.
Where's that summer romance I've been hearing about?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's actually a great point, Kev, because one of the things that happens when you're in a pretty insular community, like the one we grew up in, you've got the same group of kids. But when you went to camp and it was like, again, more of an open style camp, even at Trinity Pines, sometimes there would be a few other churches there. It just opened up my world, you know. There's like new women or girls, I guess, to, you know, get to know. I didn't ever make any new guy friends.
No, God, no. Those I got locked down. I don't need any new friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Andrew says they didn't have summer camp in Florida, just crocodile farms. You're right. Yeah. I had to get out there and learn to wrestle, you know, tie up the snout, all that stuff. Easy peasy.
Live vicariously through Ernest. Yeah, I mean, again,
Even
I wish
better,
Ernest was
yeah.
at our camp. That would have been dope. Okay. Well, if you're watching this in the future, this is an area where I definitely want to hear stories. If you've got a story of being at summer camp and the experiences that you had, please let me live through that. I would love to laugh or cry later. So type those up. Thank you very much in advance.
That's your homework now, everyone. I want one summer
please.
Anecdote. Summer camp
Entertain
anecdote.
me.
Yeah. Entertain me. Well, Kev, do you have some other stuff that you want to go through?
The next one is just summer blockbusters.
Summer blockbusters, okay.
Yeah, summer '90s blockbusters, and I have a list of all the top performing ones from. You know, I started in '93. That's kind of when I first remember actually going to the movies, like Jurassic Park, Last Action Hero, Robin Hood Men in Tights, Cliffhanger, Free Willy, Dennis the Menace, Rookie of the Year, Hot Shots Part 2, Son-in-Law, Hocus Pocus, Forrest Gump, Speed, The Lion King, True Lies, The Mask, The Flintstones, The Crow, The Little Rascals, The Shadow. Now we're just getting into 1995. Braveheart, Apollo 13, Babe, Pocahontas, Batman Forever, Clueless, Waterworld, Casper, Independence Day, The Rock, Mission Impossible, The Nutty Professor, Kingpin, Twister, Phantom. Now we're going to 1997.
Oh,
Men in Black, Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, The Fifth Element,
Someone needs to
Contact.
take ChatGPT away from Kev.
No, this is all organic research that I did.
I remembered all of this. No.
yeah. They're all real memories.
Jurassic Park was a
Private Ryan,
phenomenon.
Armageddon, Godzilla, Truman Show, Small Road, Blade, Sixth Sense, American Pie, Phantom Menace, The Mummy, Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, Iron Giant, Big Daddy, and then. So I remember going to most of these movies, a lot of these movies, because it's in the summer, you don't have a lot to do. Parents are tired of you being in the house. Maybe they give you a couple shekels and Pop drops you off
The drop off.
at the AMC
Pop drop
32. The Pop
And
drop off.
if you got a ticket to one, you got a ticket to all, baby.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So Pop drops you off at AMC 30 Gulfgate to either watch a movie or get stabbed.
7:30 a.m.
And about 6 hours later, you give him the old beeper with your
Nice.
birthday, and then he knows it's time, and he comes and picks you up. And I have a second tangent about 2025. Here's our new summer blockbusters: Superman, another Superman; Fantastic Four, again; Thunderbolts, don't even know what that is; Final Destination, rehash of old stuff. 28 years later, probably could be pretty good.
I will watch that.
Don't.
Mission Impossible again, another rehash. I Know What You Did Last Summer, another rehash. Megan 2.0, don't know what that is. Another Jurassic Park. What happened? What happened to our summer blockbusters?
This is so cool. I was meditating on this last night, Kev, where I sort of realized I was just reflecting on like music and movies and thinking like, well, the 60s was a really cool time for both. The 70s was definitely more music. The music of the 70s was way better than the films. The 80s was a transition time where, yeah, the music's interesting and different. There's plenty of cool stuff, but the movies quite aren't there yet. But the 90s, like, all stars aligned. 90s music is really good, like multiple genres kicking it off. Same thing for movies. So many good movies in the 90s. And now everything else is just trying to steer back towards that, essentially. That peak experience of movies and music. And it's not doing a very good job, I agree. Nope.
Yeah, it's unfortunate now because this is a huge part of our childhood, was going to these movies or going to Blockbuster and renting them. I think that for now it's just a bygone era. Like, do kids watch movies? Do they go to the theater? Do they sneak in their stuff from their candy from the dollar store and go into the movies?
I went to the movies. I've been to the movies a few times taking my own children, and I do see a few kids without their parents, like tweens and early young teens. I do see them there. The issue, Kev, and this is so sad, is that oftentimes they're on their phones during the movie. Like, their brains are so mushed that it's not enough to hold their attention just to have the movie on. It's got to be multiple forms. So I'm just gonna say, like, for all people listening to this, for whoever's listening to this, if you're doing that, if you're like scrolling on your phone while you're watching something else, like, I wouldn't recommend it. It's not, our brains have not evolved for that kind of level of stimulation. But I understand why, because you're being co-opted, you're being manipulated into doing that. So
Yes, Jay Stu, I love 80s movies, and we rented a bunch of them, but going to the movies, I was 3 when the 80s ended, so I didn't go to a lot of 80s movies.
Fucking
like
excuses, dude.
I said earlier, the 80s movies like were on the come up. Like there's quite a few really good 80s movies, but it does not, like, the catalog of 80s movies just does not compare to the 90s at all, in my opinion.
It's
all right,
true.
is that it? Is that it for
That's
you,
it
kid?
for me. That's it for me.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Little bow on that one. Slop,
All
are
right.
you happy to share your
I can go
experiences?
right up next.
Right up in there. All right.
So I was thinking about summer vacation, what it meant. We were a lot of road trips or small, like, weekend trips. We did go camping down, there's a local campground / river. Very, nobody was there regulating that. Let's just say it wasn't a state or a city, anything. It was just
regulators.
Yeah. So there were glass bottles. There were feet cut open at this place. So, that was one place we went fairly often. Don't have any.
A lot of fireworks.
A lot of fireworks. A lot of.
I bet. That's random fireworks popping off. Is that a gunshot?
Drunk.
No, I think that's a Roman candle. Okay,
Yeah.
good. No, that was definitely a gunshot.
Oh, yeah. A lot
Drunk
of
people with fireworks.
drunk people falling into the water. The river having like a low tide, and there being a little island in the middle that you could go to.
Fun.
And if it got low enough, you could walk out there. And so there would be people that would go and set their tent and everything up, and it would be fine until whatever point in the night, or they're drunk and it's like, and they're like, "Bleh," they come storming out, and they're, ankle high, shin high of water. All their shit's wasted. God damn right. And drunk, still super drunk, still drinking. Who knows? So that was one venue. A second venue was Strickland's Landing. I think I've talked about before, actually, so I'll go just do a highlight here. You can see in the top, it's just a part of a man-made lake that they've kind of cordoned off with some docks. You've got some slides, both in the shallow end and the deep end. You got some high dives. It was very clear water. You could do some snorkeling. You could hang out. You've got picnic tables. You could grill. You could cook. Back up on the right, they did have like a small kitchen and a Ninja Gaiden arcade machine. And when I had a few quarters, I could even play an arcade game on my swimming day. So those were pretty fun too.
Not at all.
Yeah. Porter Sweet. Closed down. That doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, after multiple deaths and flesh-eating bacteria, they closed down.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. You know how it is. Fun and safety. They're diametrically opposed.
All these places have multiple deaths linked to them.
Oh yeah. So we were. I think both my parents are like water type Pokemon, because we did a lot of water parks, beaches, water centric things, and so maybe we would go once a summer to Wet and Wild, which was a couple hour drive away. And it was always awesome to me. Like, yeah, this place is amazing. It's got your lazy river. It's got your wave pool they would run whatever every 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and they'd fire up a big siren, and like kids would just rush the wave pool to be thrown around. Massive slides.
On concrete.
Yeah. Plenty of that.
Plenty of ladies to check out as well.
Oh,
Into
mama.
that sort of thing. Kev, by the way, some people know this, is an expert at lazy rivering, if that's a sport.
Yeah, I would go to Kev first for any lazy river related paraphernalia.
Well, yeah, you got to go get the waterproof holder for your cigarettes, and then you got to put your lighter in there. But the problem is your hands are going to be wet, so then you got to have some sort of way to dry your hands off, because if you start flicking that to light your cigarette, it ain't going to work out. And then once I got a little bit older, 12 or so, I figured out that you can just bring those waterproof matches with you, and you're good as gold.
He usually goes for one of them double tubes too, really stretch out.
Yeah, really.
Or you get a secondary tube for your feet to rest
Right.
on.
So either a double tube or two tubes that you link with your body. Yeah.
Wrestled another one away from a smaller child. Give me that.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. And then we would go to Wakulla Springs, which is in a state park.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it was this. So the top left, that's kind of the beach area. You can see a couple of docks. They've got some floating docks that you can swim out to. You can see the worn away area. That's the beach area. And that was a much closer drive and cheap to get in. I can't imagine it was more than $5 a car or something. And it's the same thing. You just go down, you take your sandwiches with you, and you go down there. We had done. You've got the high dive. You've also got people would go diving in this massive, deep, spring-fed river hole here. And you could also do glass bottom boats. This is the area that's famous for those. And you've got manatee, you got alligators, you got all kinds of wildlife you can see and experience. So that was another fun water-based locale that we went to often over the summers, over the years.
That's super cool.
Tanner.
I'd love that spot. Tanner just killed it in the chat. Yeah. Those springs things, man, that's dope, dude. I had no idea that was in Florida. I just envisioned Florida being really gross, but that looks pretty clean. I'd want to swim in that.
Yeah.
Very cool. So you had, I mean, the other thing about summer is water. Most places in the United States you can swim during the summer. It's not too cold. So
yeah.
If you're from the South, though, it's almost a must just to beat the heat. Again, we've talked about this before for Kev and I, that we had to make our own fun most of the time. And so we would just put our sprinkler under the trampoline, and that would be our way to beat the heat all day. Just two little brown children out there baking in the sun.
Unless you're Andrew, got shipped off to West Texas for summer. Oh my God.
Ugh,
yeah.
Gross. All right. Well, thank you, Slop. Well, mine, I've just thrown together a little compilation, if you will, of Astroworld, which was a place in Houston that many a 90s kid visited, me and Kev included. Now, one of the things about Kev and I, again, we talked about just a moment ago, we didn't have a lot of video games. We also didn't get season passes very often. I'm guessing that I probably had them for like maybe 2 years out of my entire childhood, which leaves you feeling a certain kind of way when all your friends have one. And every time you go, they have to use like their buddy pass. Every season pass, you get a couple buddy passes. And so I'd be that kid that gets the buddy pass every freaking time. So, I think that affected me psychologically maybe. But one of the things about going, and again, if you were a 90s kid in Houston and you went to Astroworld regularly, you probably experienced this. In the early 90s, it was a clean, fun family place, and you might see that later in the footage. I found some like 93 footage, and you'll see a bunch of families in there. 95, 96, things start to change in Astroworld. The vibe is shifting, and by the late 90s, it's very different. Much more criminal activity going on in there. And I only really have one story, and this one would have been from 94, 95, so again, it's just starting to transition, where I went to Astroworld with my friends and his older brother on a buddy pass. So we were just old enough to be able to go and be dropped off. That's basically what happened. I think his mom actually stayed at the park, but she was not interested in rides. She was a very scaredy kind of lady. And we would she would give us money too. Another thing that we didn't usually get in our family. So she would give us money if we could play the games and do other things, not just ride the rides. And you would win those little basketballs. If you all remember those, right? The little 90s basketball with like a team. Well, there was a kid. So my friend's older brother was a pretty big dude, actually. And he would have been like probably 9th grade at that time. He had won a basketball. And a littler kid, fast kid, runs up behind him and just like swipes the basketball from out of his hand and like grabs it and starts running. So then my friend's older brother runs him down with like a big long stride and just punches him in the back, and it does like one of those like like he's fully swan dived out and just like slides on that hot ass pavement and gets the ball back, and interestingly enough, like no words were said for that exchange. Like the ball is retrieved, the kid kind of like eventually scuttles off,
besmears himself,
and I think that that's the moment for me when I was like, oh, this place is maybe not as safe as I thought it was, when we were getting dropped off. And I can remember by like 97, 98, like some of the last times I went there, feeling it. Like my body was responding with like, you're vulnerable here. Like there are people out here that might want to hurt you and things like that. Because again, the whole vibe had shifted, and by the early 2000s, people stopped going, and by 2008 it closed. Now it closed for different reasons. It closed because the property value of that area went way up, and the CEO thought it was like the better economic move because they had estimated it to be like $150 million of value, and then they only sold it for 70 something. So yeah, so they could have kept it open. Honestly, it was probably still profitable for a few more years, but yeah. Kev, do you have any Astroworld stories? I mean, you went.
Oh hell yeah!
Any like when I say Astroworld, what's the first thing?
A vivid memory of they used to let you bring coolers in there. That's when it was really like family friendly. Like instead of paying $17 for a corn dog, you could just have Pop lug in a 60-gallon cooler. But he put it in the radio flyer.
Cheese sandwiches.
Boom. We had our Shasta sodas, which was a rarity for us. We never got sodas. So we brought our cans of Coke. The only time we would ever buy Coke was when you had the buy one get one free Astroworld tickets on it. So you'd go up to the front with your empty can of Coke. They get you in, and Pop I think he had a fanny pack and a big old trucker hat on.
Yep.
His short shorts and dragging that radio flyer with the cooler on it. We sat under that little shade area, and it was I think the first time I've ever had pimento cheese, and Mom was raving about pimento cheese sandwiches. And I don't recall them being a huge hit.
I don't.
I remember liking them because I'm gross, but yeah. And the other memory was I don't know if it was you or Amy. I can't remember, but Mom randomly wanted to take us to Astroworld, but it was like a school night, and it was late because they were about to close, and so Mom took us there. Wild hair. She took us to Astroworld, and there was nobody there. And we rode the Texas Giant, I don't know, like 6 times in a row. You just get off, run around, run right back up to the front, and get right back in. And the guy would just run it again because we're the only people on the coaster. And I remember that being probably one of the best times I've ever had at Astroworld. There's nobody there. There's no lines. You just run as fast as you can and hurry up and jump in before it takes off.
Not
Fantastic.
Super hot. That, by the way, that coaster that's up right now, the Viper, I believe, was the first like real roller coaster I went on. And I definitely have a vivid memory of that. That would have been, I don't know, I think it would have been like 1989 maybe. And I was scared to ride it, and Dad had to convince me. He's like, if you try this one and you can do this one, you can do any of them. I was like, okay. And I remember like being huddled up and like holding his leg maybe even, or his body, I don't know. But like it took maybe 30 seconds, and then I started to go, and then I just, we shall be free. I let it and then I started to, that was my addiction then. I loved roller coasters, and there's so many cool ones too at Astroworld. By the way, it's Texas Cyclone, Texas Giants in the Fort Worth Park, Arlington,
Texas Cyclone. Okay, I knew it was Texas and it was wooden because it would rattle your bones. Every joint would be broken by the time you were done with that thing.
But again, all these coasters were. That was like this Batman Forever ride or whatever that came out. That one was so hyped, and the lines were super long, and it was not nearly as fun as some of the other ones. But it was hype. Boy, it was hyped up.
It was hype.
Yeah. We also did some other things too. This place had a water park, a Water World attached to it. And I would say for family days, we were more likely to go to Water World than Astroworld, honestly. So it was very hot, obviously, in the summer. You go and do that. But you're right, Kev. Some of the better times, Greased Lightning, another classic.
Greased.
Pretty good camera work here from whoever did this, by the way. Good follow. So when you go at night, they have shows, and it's cool. So like the lines are shorter. If it's a midweek, the lines are short, and you can ride all night. And they were open pretty late, maybe 10 or 11. They were open pretty dang late.
Yeah, because they had lights on all the rides that would turn on at dusk. Yep. Terrifying. My God. Terrifying.
Yeah, I found if you're a Houston kid or you're just interested in Astroworld, some people have Astroworld's interest has resurged because of that Travis Scott documentary about Astroworld, which just took place on the Astroworld property, not really at Astroworld. But yeah, somebody documented almost every ride from 1993, and this is me. I made a quick edit of some of the highlights. But all these things I did as a kid, like they showed earlier, when you walk in, you ride this little trolley, and then you go into this main open area, and there's all these shops that you walk through, and then you have to kind of choose, You go left, I think, and you go to kind of the kiddier section. Middle's kind of the intermediate rides, and to the right was the hardcore rides and all the dungeon drops and looping starships and all that stuff. And they even had like a swing, like a carousel swing, but you would go way out. I mean, you would be almost, at a 90-degree angle by the time it was at full speed. Accelerate, another classic one. Yeah, super fun.
Wow.
Well, you guys had Astroworld. Andrew would go to the carnival out front of Alameda Mall where the rides were held together by zip ties. So you think
we
about that.
did not do that. I think our parents were too afraid for us to do those. They must have had some bad experiences in the 70s or something with those carny rides.
I think that's, it's pretty, for Alameda Mall, that sounds about right.
Yeah. I'm sure Andrew went to Astroworld, though, at least a few times. Come on, people. All right. Any final thoughts on 90s summers, boys?
They were cooler.
No, I'm filled with nostalgia. All these things are bringing back. I see the signs of the rides, and it comes right back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they had all kinds of shows. That was another thing that I experienced kind of in my first. My mom would take us to a few shows, like live theater shows. But these were some of my first experiences of watching performers do things. There's the Looping Starship, another like kind of a lot of first real rides for kids was this Looping Starship. Mm-hmm. You'd fit a ton of people too.
Yeah. Fill it up.
Yep. All again. Oh, and the what was it? The Raging River? No, not the Raging River. There was some kind of river ride that you did where somebody got killed, I believe, actually on it, and that water was like
Adventure
green.
Rivers?
Maybe Adventure River, yeah. The water. I just remember looking into the water as a kid and be like, "That's not real. That's not natural. Whatever they've done to this water, because some people were like getting splashed, like, yay! I'm like, oh, I'm. That does not seem safe. All right, boys. Again, if you want to watch the whole unedited cut of that, you just search 1993 Astroworld on YouTube and you can find it. So we're going to move on to our second game, which is going to be Judge Dredd SNES, I believe. Kev's going to play. So let's do that. And this one is in honor of the 72 Supreme Court decision to strike down and abolish the death penalty, which a lot of countries did starting in the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
All right, are we coming through?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Oh. That's right. It all moves around now. Here.
Whoa.
And there. You go right ahead.
Is it up?
We got you.
Oh, yeah. In the third millennium, the world changed. Climate, nations, all were in upheaval. Humanity itself turned as violent as the planet. Civilization threatened to collapse. And then a solution was found.
Oh.
The crumbling legal system was merged with the overburdened police, creating a powerful and efficient hybrid. These new guardians of society had the power to dispense both justice and punishment. They were judge, jury, and executioner, all in one. They were the judges.
You almost slipped into a Morgan Freeman there. Hey, wow, the judge.
I really didn't know what voice I was going to do. It just kind of meandered to...
Take us there, baby. Take us there.
Don't tell me it got rid of my inputs.
Yeah.
Son of a biscuit eater. Give me a second.
And that's what happens. It's technology.
It's what we do here.
Joe. What is the layout for...
I'm going to take a little quick pee break while you map.
Yeah.
Wait.
SNES. B is where?
Bottom.
B is bottom. A is...
Oh no, I'm excuse me, I'm backwards. It's the other way. B is right.
Oh god, let me start over. Hang on. Okay, where's A at?
Bottom.
A is bottom. Mm-hmm. B is
What? B is right?
B is right. Y is top. I remember that. Right?
No, X is top
X is, oh God.
and Y is right.
Y is top. X is top.
Sorry, Y is left, X is top.
X is top. Okay. If I'm terrible at this game, Joe's fault.
Great. Now he has an excuse. Great.
Gotta have a way out to blame Joe. That's the number one rule of St. Kohzee. You have to have a way out to blame Joe. All right, there we go.
All right. You got to get that mouse out of the way, buddy. It's going to. Thank you.
this
Yeah,
guy
get
right
it out
here?
of there. Please. Please save me. Thank you. Delicious VidCom link coming through. 2.04G.
A delicious VidCom link coming in. Am I controlling that or just pointing to heavenly? Oh, the overlords.
Here we are, looking down at the city. Yeah, those are huge. They project those out into the sky at night. We're always watching.
Primary objective: locate and destroy all ammunition supplies.
Oh my God.
Oh, you can't skip, huh?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay.
That is all.
Fuck.
That's all. Get out of here then.
Whoa.
Music's
Oh,
good.
cool. I can look down. I got to shoot these. I got to punch. Why would I punch when I can shoot?
Kind of looks
I
like
gotta jump.
Falco.
Falco punch.
Oh, the jump looks great. Do the jump again. Wait, he moves his legs. Huh. Is that Stallone?
I don't think it was a Stallone vehicle. Guilty. You're right, you're guilty.
Oh, so we don't actually kill? Oh,
You have to.
it's a different button, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out.
Oh, this one probably?
Yeah, looks like a rest mode. Cam, I don't remember Judge Dredd's score, but I'm guessing this is directly from the movie, the soundtrack.
Oh boy, we got a gun. Good Lord.
Taking a lot of hits.
Do I get bonuses for punching people?
Probably. Yeah, I'm guessing the objective is to arrest.
Yeah. I'm guessing
They're definitely bad.
hello.
Classic climbing mechanic.
What the?
Who's it?
Why am I? What's the point of
Maybe
being
we
down
blow
here?
those up and then we can get down.
Is this an ammo dump? I'm gonna arrest this ammo dump. Oh, this
Okay,
is
no,
something.
you want to push that the other way, maybe? Okay.
Just money.
It's just money.
No, it. You need to vaporize. Okay, can I arrest this computer console? I don't know what I'm doing, game.
I've
You
got to
want me
arrest
to
this
pull up
computer.
controls, Kev? I can look at things and tell you things.
No, the controls are my fault for. Oh, I got different guns. Sweet. The controls are my fault. Or probably Joe mapped it wrong for me. Probably that's what I'm gonna say. I don't know who needs some justice.
Who needs some justice?
Stuck up here. What am I supposed to do, game?
Good.
I'm pulling up the guide.
Got the old button mash.
Yeah, we know it's destroy the ammunitions.
Oh, I have a headbutt. How'd I headbutt? That's an uppercut.
Fighting
You
game?
gotta use grenades to blow up the 3 ammo supplies. There you
Okay.
go. There you go.
Seriously?
Well,
It does look good, especially the rain. That's a lot of pixels, Joe. Is that how it works?
sure. It's a lot of.
I got one left. I'm just gonna stand here next to it. Nope. How am I supposed to get more?
maybe those C1s down at the bottom. That's where you get more.
Oh,
What's that?
there
There you go.
Yeah, it looks good. It sounds good.
Oh, my little tassels move in the wind.
Yeah.
Love my little tassels. All right, there was another one somewhere, wasn't there? That I just ran right past. Nope, not up here. Oh, are those telling me to go down, or is that just no?
Some graffiti for Chopper.
No, what a noise, my grenade.
Whoa. That guy needs justice in his life.
He definitely needs some justice. Would you? I'm damn near dead, Cecil.
We can always just restart. We're on the first level. He's
He's
guilty. Hey,
Whoa. How can I get out of this, officer?
it does say in the guide it makes no difference whether you send them to prison or kill them. So,
Really?
but it
Good
takes a
mate.
long time to kill them. It took so many hits. You know? Oh,
Oh, there he goes.
Send him to prison on a little
well, see you later.
pizza
love
delivery
that.
zone.
I feel like these computers should do something, but they ain't doing nothing. And do the lights mean anything? Oh God, that's a big boss man.
That's like us. It's like
Yeah.
another.
An
judge.
anti-judge.
Grenades. Okay, there's a
love
pile of ammo. Guess we want to throw it towards the middle one.
Yeah,
Hey.
there he goes.
He's got that surfer jump.
Whoa!
Yeah, he's really pulling those knees up. He's crouch jumping. That's what that is.
This is not as terrible as I thought it was going to be. Map would be nice.
I hope the objective changes and it's not go find and blow up 3 objectives in every level, and then maybe there's a boss
That's
occasionally.
true.
So let's, well, I guess we'll see.
It's also a little hard to tell what I can walk through and what I can't walk through.
Mm-hmm.
I've already been up here like 17 times.
Well, check it again.
Well,
And you can't jump up there. So you had to come around from up top, I guess. And then, yeah, you blowed those up, sir.
can't do anything right there.
Can't do this, can't do that. Can't go here, can't go there.
Did I miss something? Am I crazy? Am I stuck? Can't jump on top of that. Oh, God.
Goes up. Yeah. That.
Literally nothing up there.
Hmm.
Can I jump through that? I didn't try that. I can't
Get the
run.
guy
I do
back
a
up.
run.
Oh,
Nope.
sweet. Man, he can really jump in.
Wow. If that's what you have to do, that seems really precise.
All right. Ooh.
Judge full speed.
Nope, not even
You
close.
gotta wait. You gotta jump like 3/4 of the way down.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if you're supposed to make that.
That's where I was before. Yeah, I don't think so.
You came from that way, yeah.
Nah,
What?
we're talking bear crawls. This guy's just got a full repertoire of movement. Okay.
If I just sneak up there. Or maybe I run and jump.
No, I don't think you're getting through that. Hi-ya.
Yeah. No way.
Yeah. It looks like it can be opened, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I thought that one might be a door.
Yeah.
All my buttons.
It all went according to plan.
It does say you can check computers, but it doesn't seem like it doesn't open anything.
You can do it.
It just says
why?
it just says you can check computers if you want. That's all it says.
You want? Well, it won't let me.
Maybe there's some. Yeah, maybe there's some that you can and can't check. I don't know.
Luckily, there's no time limit. Well, this might be a short one. I'm totally stuck.
If you want to restart, I can walk you through it.
That means we're gonna wash all that shit again.
But you can skip it, you said. $95. I mean, it is made by Acclaim. That's not a bad.
Yeah,
thing.
that's what I'm saying.
Looks good. Sounds good. Okay. It says, walk down past the Eat It Auto sign and blast your first criminal. Execute him or send him to prison. It makes no difference. Then it says, down the ladder, take out another baddie, then switch to your grenades and blow up the 3 ammo supplies.
Just crush him.
Oh, I didn't get this one. So maybe if you don't get this one.
That's pretty lame if you can't come back and get him, then. That's terrible.
Down the ladder, jump up to avoid the gas fumes, then down the long ladder to destroy the 4 ammo supplies.
I found the 4 ammo supplies.
That was a waste.
Take some collateral, easy peasy.
At the top, grab a weapon from the container. Climb up.
Oh, you've got to have a grenade, I guess.
It.
Oh,
No,
no,
he shot
nice.
it last time. At the top, grab a weapon. Climb up to steal and imprison another criminal and blow up 4 ammo suppliers.
Shooting you in the face.
But I must do my full pose. And he's walked inside of my wingspan, so I can't shoot him now.
God.
Is that our last one?
That
It
was
says
it.
at the computer you can find out all kinds of stuff, even statistics.
Oh, even statistics. I don't know. What?
I do love the headbutt.
Read computer is up. It's up.
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 Oh, like a door.
Oh.
There you go.
Ooh, did you see that?
I
See
saw
that
it.
booty? You see that booty?
The old terminal menu.
Very spherical.
That's cool. They give you
What's
a
my
mission
Dredd
status.
What's my Dredd status? Oh, here, yeah, you just got your stats, baby.
Oh my God.
Nerding out.
So you play the game and then you grade yourself and
Yeah.
Jeez.
Aren't I great? It says if you're low on grenades, in the middle of the fumes is a package.
I thought so too. That's where I got a grenade last time.
I think you got that. Yeah, I think you already got that one. There.
Oh,
it respawns, so you don't. Yeah. So didn't we miss one ammo dump?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it was up.
Yes. Maybe you can grab another grenade. I don't know if they just keep respawning. Or... No. Okay. Cart another criminal and take his ricochet and grenade.
Now you're trapped down here forever. Jeez. Ah.
I did get. Oh, I don't know what that is.
Right before the computer, crest the ladder, take out the bad guy and the 4 suppliers. Okay.
Sorry, checking the terminal status again.
You wanted to look at that little pixel butt. Don't lie to me.
I did.
It's good.
All right, we already went up here. Lord.
Oh, you just
Oh, I think I
spammed
used
through
all
all
my-
of it. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice
Oh,
nade.
Okay. Check the computer, blah, blah, blah. It says the next area is shoot 3 bad guys.
God, at the top of the
You
head.
can't do anything.
And you can't shoot on a
Yeah, baby.
diag.
Controls. You can shoot on a diag.
Oh, never mind.
I saw him shoot on a diag. There it is, see?
You're guilty.
Open the C1 container for a ricochet, then descend down the ladder.
Can you grenade that wall, Kev? Have you tried that?
I have not.
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Because he can't walk through there, and if he's supposed to, they're missing directions, I think.
Now you must get to the exit. Start on your way by expelling the criminal on the ground. If you want the C1 containers open, just jump off from the ladder and swing over there.
Wing over there. Can I? Is it the fucking ceiling? Get your dumb ass up there.
Doesn't.
No. Doesn't have the climbable.
That's what I was hoping.
Oh, was he doing it from the ladder? It looked like he
It says
maybe
from the ladder.
Yeah, so just and don't jump at all, Kev. Just try using the D-pad to see if he'll reach out over there. I thought I saw him do an extra animation, but maybe not. Okay, I was seeing things. I was wanting to believe.
You have to be on this side of it? Nope, he just moves to the other side.
Nice. Just do that on the wall, like do on one side and then be on the other. Just if you can do that.
I mean, everything's blowed up. It said to swing from the ladder?
Read it again. If you want the C1 containers open, just jump off from the ladder and swing over there. That's what it says. Down again to find another pacing man. Do away with him and 3 supplies to the left. Check your status. Pass the ladder and up ladder and blast away. Go down the ladder if you didn't come. Go down the ladder that you didn't come from, and project grenades at the 6 or 7 suppliers. I don't know.
Yeah, they've missed
Journalism
some
not
description. Yeah. Surprise, surprise! A game that maybe isn't great doesn't have a great review or a great walkthrough written about it.
All right, I started. Oh, are you kidding me?
That's
Slop was
easy
right
peasy.
the whole time.
Yeah, it doesn't even
Effing
say that for sure.
Nope.
Just doesn't say anything about busting
Nope.
walls open.
Because I read it too. I found the same. I was reading the same game facts. Bear, like, yeah. There's no talk of explosions
let's
or
not
blowing
waste
anything.
those.
Got those booty coins.
Oh, Dwayne's here. Good old D. Oh, my lord! Headbutt him, headbutt him, headbutt him. Kick, headbutt, kick, headbutt. Guilty.
Good. It's really good. It's a button masher now.
Disintegrated him with a headbutt.
Oh, I have one little baby tit of life. Hurry,
Maybe that's it.
Oh!
Oh, it's all
3
right. We got
lives.
lives. True lives.
I think you get more points for arresting them, and you get a life. Well, this says I think every 25,000, but if we can trust it.
Okay, the music is starting to get annoying at this point.
It is exactly the same over and over again. Secondary objective complete. What is that?
Soul.
Yeah.
It's a soul. Oh, I need to blow this up. How do I get up there? I want that.
Well, you will. It said just jump off from the ladder. That's what it said earlier. Maybe that's the section it was talking about.
What?
Sheepy
Like the
go
vent
back.
was open and hit him in the face.
All right, I got 2 grenades. I got that.
Oh, here's your extra life. That's what the jingle was.
Jump off and swing over there.
Let's just exit so we can see the next level for the love of God. I'm tired of hearing this song.
What? I love this music. What's over here?
Nothing.
All right, I'm going.
Right.
Here we go.
Oh, you get an accuracy bonus.
Yeah. It's pretty low. 20%. Means you.
Okay, so again, like the guide says, it makes no difference whether you shoot them or arrest them, but clearly you're meant to arrest them because you get bonuses for doing that.
Yeah. Again, that's.
I am low.
Here we go.
All right, they changed the music at least. It's exactly the same level.
This is the Aspen Penal Colony. Get ready for a lot of brain bashing as you have to sentence 30 perps. The first 2 are on the floor you're on. 2 more are pacing in the circular chamber along with a chicken and a weapon.
Wow.
There's no way to avoid any of that.
Hey, you just get shot a lot. So this is a game that you put it in, you're like, oh, it sounds good, it looks good, oh, he jumps cool, everything's like, okay, the controls are okay, and then like you just don't want to play it because it's so repetitive and shitty.
Yeah. They had a good art department. They could just put on games like this, so games all look pretty good, but just again, seems to be falling prey to the just make a crappy platformer. The kids will buy anything. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. How am I not supposed to get hurt? Oh, I got to do it from here.
Well,
That was a waste. That was a waste. That was a waste. That was a waste.
Kev talking about his time with the game. Wow.
You're done?
I think we got the
We've
gist.
seen this, right?
Yeah.
Pause.
All right, Judge Dredd. Kev
Yeah.
did volunteer to play that, just so everyone knows.
No,
true.
I wanted to play the PS1 version, which we would have played, but every time you shoot, the whole screen goes white, and it's a shooter, so you're just constantly shooting. So it's like, bah, 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 bah. It's like having a strobe light in your face, and my eyes were bleeding 5 seconds into the game.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to do our patented St. Kohzee video game rating system for our first game first, because that's what we do, first. Doom 64, a la carte recommended. Slot played it, looked great, sounded great, really fun. It's a Doom game, you know? How can you go wrong? So we're going to start with game design, that's graphics, sound, and story. Again, Slot mentioned you played the remastered version, so it's a little more polished, but meant to be true to the original, of course. Slop, what say you for graphics, sound, and story on Doom 64? And did you play the original?
I did play the original probably at somebody's house at some point. Maybe it was a weekend rental if we could get a hold of it. Didn't play it a lot. I know. Again, I didn't have a 64, so it was a sleepover only scenario. I played through it before they've re-released it a lot, and I've played through it before on my Switch. It's really fun. It holds up to the legacy of Doom. The graphics are great. They were good. They were great for the time. It was a step up for Doom. They were using a lot of new lighting effects to do a lot of cool stuff. The sound is great. Maybe some of the weapons aren't as punchy as you want. The chainsaw, maybe the chain gun. It's using just the pistol sound, which is a little you want a little something a little girthy, you know?
Yeah.
But, these are all going to be minor picks for me. And the story is, like you said, Kev, I think it'll be hilarious for you to get into the Doom lore and write us a report. That would be pretty funny. So there's story here. And
Like a book report?
yeah, a Rabdar Gab. Do us a Rabdar Gab
Gab
for the Doom lore. Yeah, all around, I think this is really fun. It's in my wheelhouse for sure. Definitely my Q zone. So, for what it is, I mean, I'm biased, whatever. It's a dude's dream for me.
Oh, wow. Okay. I was feeling more Red's Rooftop because, again, I think it looks good. I like the music. It was really good. And the story's fun. I mean, again, even if you were in the satanic panic zone, you could say, well, I'm the hero that is, slaying all the demons. Demon Slayer.
For the Lord.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah, for me, it's definitely a Red's Rooftop, a satisfying experience. Kev, what say you?
Yeah, I had to ask about the story because I don't know it and they don't really explain it at all. I guess they just assume that you're going to know it.
Booklets.
The book. Okay, yeah. Which would be something you would put in your book bag and you take to school. And while you're supposed to be learning math, you start reading that little book.
So close to the face too, every time.
Yeah, because they'll see you. You gotta barely open it up and get in there. Yeah, I would say Red's Rooftop. And probably if I had the book and I was reading it during math class, it might be Dude's Dream because it'd get me all amped up to go run back and play it again. But
that's true.
Graphics good. Sound is a little iffy, especially on some of the guns. I want more oomph with my guns since you're going to be doing
Definitely.
that constantly. But yeah, I'd say Red's Rooftop.
All right. Red's Rooftop with a notable Dude's Dream from Mr. Sloppy Joe. Gameplay, controls, level design, and feedback. Again, I haven't played the Doom 64 at all. So I don't know how it would have felt on a 64 controller, but I think it would work. It seems like it would work. You don't, you just use the yellow D-pad thing or whatever to do that access, and then you've got a little bit more. You don't have to shoot. You don't have to aim, so it's not like it's hampered by the need to aim. Like, if you want to precision aim on Perfect Dark or GoldenEye, it's a little funky, with the shoulder
trigger,
button and all that.
yeah.
But so for just blasting through, because you're meant to be blasting and searching and seeking, and so it does a great job in that area. Feedback's really good. I love the feedback elements too. The way the enemies implode or based on what you're shooting them with, that's also pretty cool. So I'm gonna lean into a Lieutenant Dan here because again I haven't played it, but maybe you guys will feel different since you have probably played this. Slop?
Yeah, you mentioned the control, the original played on the N64 controller. It's set up, about the best you can do with the controller using the 2D pads, or has other options if you prefer. But because it only has horizontal aiming, you only have to be lined up with the enemy. It doesn't matter how high above or how low under you they are in elevation. You'll hit them. You'll be aiming at them. So it does take a lot of that precision GoldenEye and Perfect Dark type stuff out of your hands, which is nice with your limited controls. Just to speak to the remastered versions, of course, they've been improving that as they've gone along. So mouse and keyboard that's the way I would play it if you're going to play. It's probably the best way, but with a modern controller now is just as viable. It's fun to play that way too. It's real smooth. Love the movement. Have loved the movement in Doom, and it's always been really important. And Kev, you mentioned the newer games. That's one of the focuses. It's speed and it's carnage, and it's like, how fast can I clear this room?
But yeah.
The level design is, having played through it, I know it, again, continues like a great Doom legacy of the way they lay out the enemies, and the different difficulties are worth playing because they have new configurations of enemies, and it really changes the entire playthrough of how you play the level. Maybe one minor thing on feedback, and was like some of the UI stuff, like the overlays. I kind of agree. Sometimes I don't care for those, but that's again super super minor. So, I mean, yeah, I'm up real high again. This is like Red's Rooftop.
Okay, Kevy.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking. It feels very familiar, even though I've never played this game. It feels very familiar. The secret walls, the shooting and killing of enemies, the controller layout, or mouse and keyboard. If I don't feel like it would be that much different, other than a controller's more comfortable to hold. I wish there was like a Kohzee. There's a Kohzee rating because it feels natural. It feels normal for a boomer shooter, like Duke Nukem or Wolfenstein. pretty much all feel very, very similar. I guess Red's Rooftop would be the closest to something that's familiar and cozy.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting on top of a prison drinking a beer. What's more
Classic,
cozy than that?
Yeah, classic cozy.
Yeah, that reminds us too. We've talked about adding like kind of stamps to games that have like unique features and qualities and experiences. This one definitely would hit the cozy stamp.
For sure.
If you played a Doom game, then they're going to stay in that stripe. They're not going to fray too far out from that, try to reinvent themselves or something.
Right. Until the technology got to a certain point, then they totally changed everything, which kudos to them.
Yeah. Okay. So Red Rooftop for gameplay, and then satisfaction, engagement, fulfillment, fun. This, to me, is where the dude's dream exists for this game, because it has enough variation in the kind of puzzle element and discovery element and secret element. And then once you've beaten it, you want to beat it again faster, and be able to kind of anticipate where enemies were. You kind of test your memory. And then, of course, it's fun to blast the enemies with various weapons. So that's where I'm at for satisfaction. I think it's a dude's dream. Kev?
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. The fun, fulfillment, engagement, it's all a dude's dream.
Okay. Slop, thoughts on Satisfactiones?
Yeah, that's definitely, if I could get in the right category. Yeah, it's a dude's dream. I agree with, it's got scratches all the itches. It's got secrets. It's got a pretty, really good arsenal that's balanced against a bunch of really unique monsters with specific mechanics. Again, like you got to take into account all those different combinations and what do it mean? How do I, what targets a priority based on what else is in this room is like something it's crazy how fast it develops once you get to playing on the harder difficulties. It's wild. And yeah, anyway, that's why it's sustained. This one's overlooked, but I think it's getting a lot of its due now. All these re-releases have come out. I'm definitely gonna say you should play this one if you like any of the Doom games. Play this one as well.
And when you got a new gun, it's always very exciting for me when you get a new weapon. But they were each kind of unique in their fun of how you dispensed with demons.
Right.
Definitely, you got a new gun and it was enjoyable. Except for the pistol, but that's a
gotta have.
So foregone conclusion here. It's a 5 gush. This is all greens. It's got a dude's dream. You're gonna play it again and again because it wants you to, and then it becomes kind of nostalgic in its own little loop, because you're gonna replay the same levels over and over again and kind of. Again, I don't need a gush anymore. It's a 5 gush.
By the fact that they tell you that you missed a secret, you're gonna like, damn it, I gotta find that secret.
Exactamundo. All right, Slop is going to clear the board, and we're gonna move on to Kevin's selection for this week, which was Judge Dredd on SNES, and we are going to do the same evaluation. So, starting with game design, graphics, sound, and story. We mentioned, again, you plug in this game, you get it going, it looks good, it sounds good, and you've watched the movie, so that's why you're probably playing this game to begin with. This will likely be its strongest category, and that will probably be it. So, I will probably say this is a Lieutenant Dan for me in game design, because we've talked about the Stallone effect in the 90s video games that most of them are so bad. I mean, I think we probably laughed the most playing Cliffhanger of any game we've ever played.
Yeah.
So, this is its strong category. I was surprised that it sounds and looks as good. It doesn't take very long, though, for that to fade away and the music is annoying you and you don't care that it looks good and feels good and that you like the movie. You just don't care anymore. So, Kev, what say you?
Yeah. Let me get my hair right for this review. The graphics are great. Andrew hit it. The graphics look really good. The sound was okay. It falls off in the music. Like, oh my god, play a different beat. Play a different 3 seconds of music than dan dum ban dum bum, dan dum ban dum bum, dan dum ban dum bum, dan dum ban dum bum. Oh my god, okay. I want to finish the level just so I can stop listening to the music. But the graphics are really good. If you fire, like you said, if you fired it up, it's like, oh baby, all right, let's play this. The story is Judge Dredd. Can't go wrong with that story. I want to say Lieutenant Dan, but the music kills me.
The music changes, by the way. I just pulled it up. It's got an hour's worth of music. We just didn't get far enough, I guess, to.
It changed between levels. The first level is different, but they're still the same, like 10-second loop.
I'm gonna listen to a little bit and see. Yeah, Heavenly Haven. Oh, you're right. 9 is supposed to be different.
But it's not enough of a change for you to really notice. I'd probably give it a T2 smile.
Okay, I just scrubbed ahead. It definitely changes quite a bit.
Well,
okay, T2 smile. What say you, Slop?
That's where I was looking because I'm reluctant to give it any positives, but I agree that the visual is the strongest. So I will agree to a T2 smile for that reason.
T2 smile. Looks good. Sounds okay. Might repeat too much. And your reason you're renting or buying this game is because you like the movie as a kid. So, all right, on to gameplay, controls, level design, and feedback. We had to consort with a guide, which wasn't all that helpful, but it did help a little bit. Had to figure some stuff out, which made sense now. You had to blow up the wall, kind of classic stuff. Kev did not seem to memorize the controls. He seemed to mash at a certain point because the enemies seem to be just as powerful as you. Like, they're going to hit you, which for a platformer, to me, that really distracts from the satisfaction and the engagement part. I feel like for a platformer, there needs to be a way to beat it without taking too much damage. And in this game, it seems like you're going to get shot a lot. So, I don't know. Like, I already don't like that. So that means, like, for me, watching Kev, that means the controls weren't that intuitive. That means the level design seems repetitive. And for the first level, we've talked about this before, for a platformer, let's start the curve low and work our way up, introduce mechanics and kind of breadcrumb it, that sort of a thing. So I don't like this. I think I might blow this game up, but we'll see what Kev says. Kevy?
Yeah, you're definitely going to take hits. And if you're shooting somebody off a ladder, which seems like one of your best strengths, you have to hold down, which makes you move down the ladder. So you have to spam shoot while you do it, but you're kind of slowly moving down the ladder when you're not shooting, which takes away your ability to kill people on a different level. The most annoying part, which was annoying, but the most annoying part was they would randomly duck, which, okay, they're trying not to get shot, I get that. But whenever you duck, you shoot diagonally down. So you tap down, start shooting, your first 3 or 4 shots are diagonally down, and then he moves his gun up and starts shooting at them. And then they stand up, which is okay. I can still shoot them from down there, but you're going to take hits. You're just trying. I mean, they give you a huge health bar, and I think they kind of realize that by giving you a massive health bar, you're going to take a lot of damage. Level design. I'm not going to be as critical in this one because a lot of these games were like that, where you just figure it out and throw crap against the wall until you fix it, beat it, do whatever, figure out how to get to the wall, like Slop said, because we have that brain where it's like, okay, just start throwing everything you have at this wall and see if it blows up. They don't tell you. I might give it a Y.
Why? It's fair.
Slop?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to pay somebody $100 not to play this game. This is
okay.
the wheelhouse of platformers that I hate. It's you've got the big level, and you've got to go to the objectives. You've got to capture criminals, or you got to blow up stuff, or you got to go to these computers, and it's just go up and go back down. It's and they're always paired up like this, like it's bah with it. 1,000 years in the ISO cubes.
Is Dwayne right? It was an Acclaim game, but I don't remember the old X-Men beat 'em ups all that much. Do they look similar?
Yeah, they were. They had a lot more. They had more animation.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they did make more.
A little more cartoony, I'd say maybe. So they transferred better. Okay, well, we've got 3 different ratings, so we got to figure out a consensus here. We're clearly in a zone of frustration and reluctance. So, Kev, do you have any? Are you willing to maybe shift and change way down to a frustratingly bad, or are you going to come to me with a frustratingly neutral, or are you going to stay with your reluctant neutral?
Well, seeing as how I'm the one who played it,
Exactly. That's why I'm asking you.
seeing as how I'm the one who played it, the level design is annoying but not hard to get through. The controls are bad, but I might blow this game up.
Okay.
Okay.
So again, noted because Slop just hates these style of platformers.
Yeah.
It's like a go back and doubled up, and again, one of the things that they're trying to balance it, which hopefully that guide is correct, that you get a life every 25,000 points, which even Kev just playing this the first time through, he was likely to get almost that amount of points, get an extra life, and die once. So it is trying to balance it. You're going to get shot a lot, as we clearly noticed.
I'm sitting at 51,000 points and I still have 2 lives.
Maybe the guide's wrong.
Yeah, that was
That beautiful guy
Maybe
is
it's
wrong.
250,000 points. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. On to satisfaction. So engagement, fulfillment, fun. This is where I'm personally closer to Slop. I'm not gonna want to play anymore. I'm not gonna persevere. I just don't care. You win, I'll go do something else, kind of a thing. So
You win, game.
The game wins. You win this one.
So I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna be $100 not to play this game. Slop.
I mean, yeah, I'm down not to play this game. So yeah, we'll see what Kev. I mean, it would float to a Y too. Why would you make this game again? You got this good IP, and you kind of. It feels very squandered to me. It feels very squandered.
I agree. It does feel really squandered because it looks good and sounds good, and they have an opportunity here to make a cool game, and they just decided not to. I guess I don't know.
Decided not to. It is not engaging. It is. I feel like arresting people should be way more fun because it's a little bit difficult. Because if you let them sit there for long enough, they'll decide to pull their gun back out and start shooting you. It should be more fulfilling to arrest people. It's fun to watch them float away on the little card. But give me an animation with him pistol whipping them or something. Give me something.
Yeah. Give me a Stallone grunt. For the love of God.
Yeah. They can't use Stallone's likeness because then they'd have to pay Stallone money, and then the game would be I might blow this game up. But I might blow this game up.
Okay.
It
sounds like we might blow this game up.
We're gonna blow this game up.
We're definitely
On to
blow it up.
gushing it. That's the overall rating. Based on our scores, I'm guessing we're in a 2. Some people might rate this a 3 if they're okay with this style of platformer. But I'm gonna go 2. What do you boys think?
2.
I will acquiesce to a 2.
2 gush.
Yes, you're gonna do 1.
Yeah, fuck that game.
I don't think it's a piece of shit. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's not that great either. So it's a 2. I think it's a 2. That's fair. All right. Well, we are almost out of time anyway. First and foremost, thank you all for hanging out, stopping by in the chat. Tanner wins comment of the morning. That's great. Thank you. And of course, again, thank you all for showing up. Alucard, you recommended a game. We love that. So if you want us to play a game, keep recommending them, and we will put them on the list and get to them. We can assure you of that. Mr. Sloppy Joe will be streaming on Wednesday nights, as always, as per usual, for his sleepover stream. So do join for that. It's in the evening, so sometimes that works better for people's schedules. Do you have a pick for this Wednesday, or are you still contemplating?
Still contemplating. I think I might put a vote up in the Discord this week. So,
all right, we're gonna vote on it. Okay, so maybe a Cozy Covenant and a final thought.
Yeah, while you guys are looking at that, I'll do my '90s closing quote that I've pulled.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
And this one comes to us from Wooderson today, from Dazed and Confused, because that came out in 92, 94. It counts as a 90s movie. Even though
Definitely a 90s movie.
Yeah. And you just got to keep living, man. Livin. Enjoy the present.
I'm with you. One
But
of
I
the
don't like
it's all that exists, Kev. Yeah, like I said earlier, if you're noticing that your attention is like bifurcated or trifurcated, and you're constantly inundated with, I don't know, streams of sensation, it makes it very difficult to access the present moment. Honestly, it really does. Psychologically, it's just a true thing. So it's really wise to reflect and meditate and be mindful and notice that the present moment exists and emerges. It's kind of an anchor, really. It's grounding, as some people call it. So I completely agree with you, Slop. Kev, did you have a covenant that leapt out?
I'm kind of thinking the Tostinos.
Me too. Me too, actually. Great. Go ahead and read it. That one's a Kev, by the way.
Tostinos. The lazy eat it soggy, the forgetful eat it burnt, and the wise eat it golden delicious. And all of them get diabetes.
That's right. So yeah, you could rush things and microwave them, and they're going to be soggy. And you could forget, and they'll be burned. And you can also try to tune in, and they'll be delicious. But as Kev said, they all get diabetes because those little boogers are not good for you. So.
Well, that's kind of an analogy to life.
Sure.
It's an analogy to life. You can be bad, you can be good, you can be wonderful, and in the end, you're gonna die anyway. So, do whatever you want.
Well, some people say easy choice is hard life, hard choice is easy life. It's kind of in that same vein, Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for the downer too at the end there, Kev. That's always fun.
No problem. I got another one once you're ready for my final thoughts.
Oh, go for it. But yeah, final thought.
So, Tim Allen, when he did Home Improvement, was 38. That's my age. Reginald Velvet Johnson.
Velvet Johnson.
Reginald Bell Johnson was 35 when he did Family Matters. Married with Children, he was 39. These are our ages, boys. Remember those dads that we watched on TV? These are our ages. Yeah. Sometimes younger than us. Time is moving. So we've wasted our lives, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
They had all this going on. They had a whole cable show. They were a police sergeant. They were a shoe salesman, and we've done nothing.
I like that you're comparing our lives to the lives of the characters now and not the actors.
Nothing.
Okay, we can see where Kev's headspace is for this week, so it's really to the forefront. Yeah. I mean, there's a different way, Kev, too, and it's actually just as valid, which is gratitude. I'm grateful. Like, yeah, my life has turned out this way, and oftentimes you reflect back and you think, well, if I had done otherwise, but just kind of go one level deeper, you'll realize I couldn't have done otherwise. That's just a story I'm telling myself. So you did the best you could in every fork in the road, and here you are.
So it's not my fault, is what you're saying.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
It's the world's fault.
Well, I didn't. Hold on.
Oh,
you're
boy.
right.
All right. No.
This is all Carl Winslow's fault.
I'm right about everything.
All right, so that's your philosophy minute here for St. Kohzee. And again, join Mr. Sloppy Joe on Wednesday night. It's a fun hang. The chat's usually popping pretty good. And thank you again for showing up in the chat. And if you do have a summer story, maybe a summer camp story in particular, those are the ones I'm most interested in. Because it seems like where you went to camp really mattered. What kind of camp experience? Maybe you didn't go to an official campsite like Slop did, and it was just mayhem and chaos and fear. Maybe you went to a highly structured campsite where it was, I don't know, duplicity, where you have on one hand you're performing a certain kind of way, and then in secret you're a different kind of way. So very interesting. So yeah, I'd love to read those. Please do type those into the chat. And I think we will see you next week with the full broadcast. We'll talk later and find out.
We'll make sure.
Either way, someone will be here next Sunday. If you didn't check out Kev's solo stream last Sunday, highly recommend it. Highly recommended. You know, Kev talks about like, oh, he's 30, whatever, and it could have been this way. If Kevin started streaming solo a few years ago, this dude would have millions of subs and he'd be doing it full time, I would think. And he would hate every minute of it by that point. He'd think it's work.
Right. I could be rich right now. I could be miserable and rich
just
instead of
as
miserable and
unhappy.
poor.
You would be just as
Yeah,
unhappy.
don't worry, Kev. You'd be just as unhappy.
Yeah, so I might as well be on a jet ski and be miserable.
That's impossible, by the way. That's impossible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For those fleeting moments. All right, so we will see you next week. Stop by on Wednesday. Thanks for stopping by today. Okay, then. Bye-bye now.
Comfy, cozy, comfy.
Saturday morning with my cartoons.
So cozy.
Tamagotchi's fed and snoozed.
Say cozy.
Got 3 days till my rental's due.
So comfy.
Left my homework at school. Alright, PJs, check.
So cozy.
Mixing bowl of cereal, check.
Say cozy.
Toy commercial absorption memories, check.
So comfy.
Alright, boys, here we go.
16 bits of have mercy, y'all.